Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Lakers lineup changes pay off with a convincing win over the Spurs. It was almost 4 a.m. Wednesday when the Lakers arrived at their hotel, their last two losses exposing some of the worst internal fears of the team. The way they had played in the second half of losses to Denver and Phoenix had players wondering whether all the work the team had put in over the last 2 months had been worth it and all the effort and time spent trying to change had mattered. When Denver pushed the familiar pressure points, the Lakers crumbled. When the offense went cold and the rims got tight in Phoenix, they folded. Their body language said what no one dared mutter publicly, "Here we go again." But when the Lakers took the floor Wednesday evening, they took on the persona of their coach, J.J. Redick, who said before the game, "I don't think I've ever dwelled on the past." Energized in part by a new starting five and in part by a fresh chance to get back to winning, the Lakers played one of their most consistent games of the season on both ends of the court in a 119-101 win against the San Antonio Spurs. "I'm very proud of our group," Redick said. The response was great. "And it's funny because it's literally what I talked about with them before the game. It's just you got to let go of the past. You got to let go of the recent past and you got to get on to the next thing." And like they've done already on several occasions, they've responded. Redick moved rookie Dalton Knecht back into the starting five, moving Cam Reddish to the bench, and the group responded by winning each of the 4 quarters. Defensively, the Lakers caused havoc and dictated the game with their physicality, pushing Spurs phenom Victor Wembanyama away from the paint. Offensively, the ball popped, baskets almost always coming as result of crisp passing, the Lakers recapturing vibes that had evaporated during their 3-game losing streak. "We win games when we do that," guard D'Angelo Russell said of the Lakers' passing, which produced 31 assists. When the Lakers have had 27 or more assists, they're 9-1. When they're below that number, they're 2-6. Knecht led 7 players in double figures with 20 points, LeBron James had his 6th triple-double and Anthony Davis had 19 points, 14 rebounds and 7 assists. Russell had one of his best games of the season, scoring 17 off the bench. Max Christie added 12. Davis's passing, in particular, energized the team and neutralized San Antonio's defense. "We're just trying to get good looks, run our offense and live with the results," Davis said. "And put guys in actions that we thought that we had an advantage with. We're able to get some lobs, some pocket passes, some open threes. But we just stayed with it." The Lakers' NBA Cup chances are still alive, but they need a win Friday against Oklahoma City, while needing the Spurs to upset the Suns. More importantly, though, the Lakers found reason to believe that this version of themselves can be who they are moving forward, and not the rickety version from the previous 3 games, which featured, in one way or another, gut-churning collapses. "We came out with force, came out with intensity," Christie said. "Yeah, I don't think we really slacked. I thought we did a really good job." James' triple-double helps Lakers see off Spurs. James scored 16 points and added 11 assists with 10 rebounds as the Lakers ended a run of 3 defeats in a row. 7 players from the visiting Lakers racked up double figures, including Dalton Knecht with 20 points and Anthony Davis with 19. French sensation Victor Wembanyama top-scored for the Spurs with 20 points, but could not stop his side's 4-game winning streak coming to an end. Elsewhere, Eastern Conference leaders the Cleveland Cavaliers suffered their first home defeat of the season and only their second loss of the campaign as they were beaten 135-124 by the Atlanta Hawks. Trae Young recorded 20 points and a career-high 22 assists for the Hawks, while teammate DeAndre Hunter scored 26 points. "They are a really good team who have been playing well all year and I feel we have been a little inconsistent but the times that we have played well, we've played really well," said Young. James Harden scored 43 points for the Los Angeles Clippers in their 121-96 win at the Washington Wizards. It was Harden's highest points tally since March 2021 and came against a Wizards side who have lost 13 games in a row. The Golden State Warriors were without the injured Stephen Curry and went down to a 105-101 home defeat against Western Conference leaders the Oklahoma City Thunder. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander scored 35 points for the Thunder, while the Warriors suffered a third defeat in a row. In Salt Lake City, Nikola Jokic contributed 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists to help the Denver Nuggets to a 122-103 victory against the Utah Jazz. Spurs' Harrison Barnes shares striking admission about streak-busting loss to Lakers. The San Antonio Spurs saw their 4-game winning streak snapped with a loss to the Los Angeles Lakers, 119-101, as LA in turn ended their 3-game skid. While the Lakers have overcome their third-quarter woes, the Spurs also didn't have enough production from their players. For instance, Victor Wembanyama had a nifty dunk over LeBron James, but he only scored 20 points on 9-20 shooting, and 2-9 from 3. Afterward, Spurs wing Harrison Barnes had something to say about their loss to the Lakers. "We know it wasn't our best game, and I think we all owned it," the 12-year NBA veteran told reporters, via Spurs beat writer Jeffrey Garcia on X, formerly Twitter. Harrison Barnes was right in that his team didn't play up to the standards they'd reached in their recent win streak, which included a victory over the surging Golden State Warriors. For instance, they failed to take advantage of the purple and gold's tendency to fall asleep in the third quarter, a bad habit dating to last season that appeared in their last 2 embarrassing blowout losses to the Nuggets and the Suns. Moreover, San Antonio looked like the older team, allowing the Lakers to do whatever they wanted on offense. For instance, LA outscored them 58-42 in the paint and out-rebounded them 46-38, most likely part of J.J. Redick's adjustments after the Suns' loss. The Spurs also missed several defensive rotations in the half-court and failed to stop the ball in transition, one LA's strength since LeBron joined the team in 2019. As a result, the visiting team led for most of the game, with San Antonio's rallies falling short each time. Likewise, the team also failed to limit the Lakers' role players. New starter Dalton Knecht scored 20 points on 8-15 shooting, while D'Angelo led the bench unit with 17 points and 5 assists. Knecht also scored the last 5 points that sealed the game, stretching the lead to 19 with 4 minutes left in the game and forcing the opponent to empty the bench. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Harrison Barnes? Leave your opinion in the comments.